Right, off right now to look at bikes. Santa Rosa has this weird, it's like a southern Texas feel to it in some ways. Like a San Antonio type of thing a little bit.
The reason I'm stopping to look at motorcycles is that I figured out after 30 or so days of riding that the Honda's only been perfect on about 4 of them. And there is a reason 90% of the bikes you'll see heading up to Alaska are 1200 GS's. You could argue that it's a smarter choice to pick a bike that'll get you to your destination easily and then you explore, not picking a bike that's perfect for the destination.
You know, in all seriousness, I had the thought to trade this bike in for a Transalp or a Tenere 700. Probably the Transalp because I could have switched over some of the accessory stuff easier. But something about the thumbs up from the rally rider yesterday on Route 1, and something about that dealer feeling very clinical and marking up everything just made me think that no, that wasn't the way to go. We'll finish it with this one and then we'll figure out what happens bike-wise. Alright, try to figure out who's on a stop sign, who isn't. A lot of railroads to cross here and a river with someone kayaking. Oh, horrible grid. We're in Petaluma, I think. Seems quite nice. Industrial, but nice. It's an odd smell in the air, though. Okay, it's a horrible road surface. How this would not be at the top of the list for someone's repair, I do not know. Yeah, no crops. This has got to be horse country. Maybe cattle. I think we've exhausted my farming knowledge. It's cattle! Got something right. Well done me. Very dry landscape though. You see these little wells and water pumps all over the place.
Even on smaller roads, I still find myself watching the mirrors, letting the faster cars through.
I am so glad I took this road. The 5-lane highway was just an exercise in frustration. So this Petaluma to Point Reyes, and then we are going to head somewhere where there's Scottish place staying. We might actually have to go north a couple of miles, but we're going to go see something that I find interesting. But yeah, 40, 50 mile an hour, these sweeping corners. And we are back on Highway 1 to San Francisco. We are left onto the one, fuel is good. Nice little main street. Cafe, market, hardware, mechanic. Okay, so we turn on Sir Francis Drake Boulevard. I wonder how it got that name. There we go, there's the sign. Inverness. To the right. No diving or jumping from the bridge. Why do they need that sign? Right, bit of a diversion. Don't know how far. 4 miles. Oh, well worth it.
There's 10 places called Inverness in America. Confusingly, 2 of them are in Alabama.
Welcome to Inverness. We've come to check out a boat.
Not just any boat. It's a wreck that was abandoned sometime in the 1990s. Last time I saw it was 10 years ago. This is the SS Point Reyes.
Slightly worse shape than I remember.
It was used as a launch boat to bring sailors from aircraft carriers into port during World War II, then later became a salmon fishing vessel. It was dragged up here by the owner, who then abandoned it.
We've reached Stinson Beach. The GPS tried to send me on the panoramic highway further inland. but we've opted just to stay on Route 1. And it is just as pretty as yesterday. Slightly less rocky formations in the ocean, but a stunning road. And relatively quiet, tourist-wise, around here. What is that in the distance? That's the top of a bridge. Probably won't show on camera, but just off the coast there's some kind of double spire thing. It's the top of a bridge. It's the Golden Gate. San Francisco, fogged in as usual. Wow. Today's going to be fun. I mean, it's been amazing already. Oh, pick a side of the road, mate. Preferably the other one. It's a bit odd. Gotta watch people spending more time looking at the view than looking at where they're driving. Some of these bends are very sharp. Not these, but you'll notice on a couple of the really sharp bends that the foot pegs of multiple bikes have scraped. We've got these switchbacks heading down the hill. It's a little chilly on the top. Refreshing compared to yesterday. Okay, tighter than I thought. Yesterday we had a left-hand bend that tightened up on me. I had to lean the bike way more than I thought it would ever hold. And certainly the rear was sliding, the ABS kicking in. I was 99% convinced that the bike, hopefully without me, was going to go off the side of the hill. Worse than what just happened there. But yeah, gotta pay attention that some of these bends will tighten on you. Absolutely beautiful road. We're pretty fortunate that there's not too much traffic in this direction and nobody's going too slow. It's going northbound. 2 instances of one car holding up a dozen other cars and not pulling over. See what I mean? Everybody kind of jammed up by 1 or 2 cars going slowly and not looking in their mirrors. To be fair, not a lot of places to pull over in this section. We are seeing houses now. Right, thank you. Well, we're still on the 1 and we've entered a beautiful little neighborhood. I think we are not going to be too far from entering San Francisco. Looking forward to this. Well, we're definitely back to civilization. Now we are just looking for a bridge. Are we going to pass someone? We are. But it's a new Range Rover, which means it's broken already. The wind's picked up. This is going to be fun. This was one of those just little parts of the trip that I just had in my mind. I pictured it. I was looking forward to it. Right, we're pretty much doing the speed limit, and you notice everybody is passing us. And it just got pretty windy. This is going to be fun though. And it is fogged in as well. Speed limit 45. That we can do. Can't quite see it through the barriers, but Alcatraz is to our left. $7 and change is the toll. The sign did say motorcycles okay. And I think the toll is mostly done by scanning plates. We will find out. Oh, it's windy. Somebody lost a hat. Fair amount of foot traffic. Bicycles. More than I thought. Maybe a little tour, I don't know. Somebody else's hat. People lose hats here. Oh, that was fun. I don't know how they enforce out-of-state plates or scanning that, how that works. Looks like we got just about a 9-mile journey to Pacifica, which would be back to the coast. All with the wheels facing away from the curb, so the car can't roll anywhere. Yep, they're all doing it. That's how you park in San Francisco. Turn the wheels so the car can't roll. Giving plenty of notice with signals here, double checking blind spots. Because yeah, I got cut off, car changed lanes a foot in front of me and then went over another lane and cut off someone else. And not as if it was a mistake, just that's how they drive. So we're doing the speed limit, and once again, everyone is passing us. Right. And it's not just about the speed limit, it's about having the extra power to be able to merge smoothly and keep yourself out of trouble. You know, on a 650 you might have to drop a gear and you know, push the throttle. On the 1200 GS it's, you know, a 1/4 inch movement with your wrist and problem solved. So if you don't have the power to get out of your own way, you have to be even more defensive. That Mustang's bumper is hanging off. We're back to the ocean again. Yeah, this road is way too fast for us. More than one thing around here made out of a train car. Just looking at these hillsides, you don't think of San Francisco as being somewhere so dry. So no doubt they've been affected by droughts as well. Because we do have fires to the south and the north. Half Moon Bay is where we're going to have lunch. Santa Cruz, we should pass there. We might be able to make it to Morro Bay. Not that long ago we were going through the tunnel in Whittier. The train tunnel. I tell you, this is a lot more relaxing. See the waves today. Beautiful beach all the way around the bay. This looks nice. It was either fancy sit-down lunch or kind of sandwiches. And one sandwich place was packed. I wasn't going to wait in line for half an hour. The other one had no customers, and it was going to be like a boar's head sandwich, you know, something you could get anywhere. So I thought we'll push on to Santa Cruz. God damn it. Passed by another Volkswagen bus. Looks a bit like the Isle of Wight in some ways. There is a section of road that's very much like this. Same size cliffs. Right, we're not coming to Santa Cruz without seeing the beach. Just trying to follow the map. Wow. It's looks like Hollywood, Florida on steroids.
If you like your movie locations, the boardwalk here was used in The Lost Boys and in Jordan Peele's film Us. Being that a parking space was $20 in tourist season, I made the choice just to keep on going south. I can never resist an army surplus store. And although the bike's overloaded already, I decided I'm going to figure out a way to fit more things on it.
It looks like the universe has other plans for us today. We are not going to get as far south as we wanted. The traffic is terrible. This is not the worst of it, I mean. We rode on the shoulder for a while. So Monterey looks like it's going to be the final stop of the day, which is just fine. Just got to get there and find some accommodation.
Now, Monterey County has been used in movies to double for Scotland, England, Ireland, and weirdly, Vietnam. But everybody knows the most famous film to shoot here at the aquarium was Star Trek IV. And no, they don't have any humpback whales.
These are my favourite days, the ones where we finish, I'm not going to say early because it's 5 o'clock, but we've still got a couple hours daylight, so ditch the bags, go for a wander, see what's around, think about dinner. I think it's safe to say we've landed on our feet again. Parking for the bike.
I got lucky that the local farmers market was on. Found a vintage arcade museum. Went down to the Point and saw the fancy British pub. And decided I'd rather go to the other British pub and have breakfast at 7 p.m. It was delicious. And yes, they had black pudding too, which if you don't know is blood sausage with oats.